Now that is what I like to see.
How do you make money for nothing?
What's the story behind this?
The answer could be hiding in over 20 million tonnes of household waste thrown out by us every year.
And I'd like to have that one as well. That's quite...
Sure, if you want.
That's why reclamation expert Jay Blades wants to get his hands on things before they hit the skip.
I've been a builder, I've been a philosophy student, and now I'm a furniture restorer. So I know more than most about transformation. I revamp the old into the new and then sell it on for a profit.
And with some of the country's elite designers and makers.
I know it might not look like much.
So it's in a bit of a state.
He can transform his finds into desirable,
But like, wow.
valuable,
I weren't expecting that.
and hopefully saleable items.
Kev, you've done it again, sir.
If Jay is successful, then he can hand the profits back to the very people who had no idea there was cash to be made from their trash.
I'm shocked! Jay, I'm shocked!
Cars are queuing up and trash is being chucked. It's another busy day at the Altrincham Recycling Centre, and where there's rubbish, there's Jay.
Hello, what you got today?
He's a man on a mission to uncover 3 items of tip-bound trash that he can turn into cold, hard cash.
So he's crushing it, I've got to go and smash it. I need 3 items that are going to bring me a beautiful return. Let's go shopping.
Jay's been given the thumbs up from the big bosses of the dump to raid the rubbish. Perhaps Colin's trailer might contain one of those ever-elusive diamonds in the rough.
Hello, Twiggy. How we doing?
Fine.
You all right?
Yeah.
Look at this. You must have a big garden.
Not really, but that's mock orange.
Mock orange. And what's that used for, mock orange?
Nice floral shrub.
Oh, OK.
The name mock orange comes from the fact that the shrub's fragrant flowers smell citrusy, thus the name mock orange. At least, I think that's the case. Or maybe I've got the wrong end of the stick.
And this is from a twisted willow.
Oh, that's nice. Look at that. How old was the tree or something?
Well,
have you chopped it all down?
Well, we planted it in 1994.
Right.
When my father-in-law died. And he had rheumatoid arthritis.
Yeah.
And I don't know whether you know or not, but it makes all your knuckles and your joints swell and go misshapen. And he would appreciate it. Yeah. We planted a tree in his memory that reminded us of him. Because he always made a joke of it. And this is now it's a tree this high, and these are the cuttings off it.
So he's made his presence be known then?
Oh, he has indeed.
Oh, right. Oh, now, that's quality.
Yeah.
I like that. I do like that. So it's a history in a tree that reminds you of your father-in-law.
Father-in-law,
oh, look
correct.
at that. Can I have all of this, then?
You can have all of it, yeah, with pleasure.
Look at that. Oh, that's amazing. So I can have the...
You can
and what
have
about
all,
some of that?
You can have as much of that as you like. You can have all this.
What about the bag?
Keep the bag.
I'm a bit greedy. I can keep
no,
the bag.
keep the bag, yes.
You sure?
Yeah, I've got plenty of those.
So you're too nice to me.
Does Colin have any ideas what Jay will do with his pruned plants?
I am surprised he wanted it. What he's going to do with it, I haven't got a clue. I've thrown much better things away this week that I thought perhaps he could have made something with. So this will be a real surprise if he makes anything from this.
Right, you've caught me putting the finishing touches to my wigwam because I need somewhere to stay tonight and might as well stay here. I'm only joking. Look at what I've got. This is an unbelievable find. And if you know the right people, like I do, you're onto a winner.
Let's meet the makers Jay's picked to transform these sticks. Josh Kennard teamed up with his best mate Ollie Milne to start their own business as makers of handcrafted furniture and sculptures from natural and recycled materials.
I think our style is pretty contemporary, but I think we really like natural raw materials and we kind of combine those with clean, crisp design.
I think the main thing that we really love doing is just starting on something new, just having the freedom to design something and then see it through to a finished product.
Jay's got himself in a sticky situation. Here's hoping he's picked the right guys to help him out. Jay's saved his first item from the skip, but he still needs 2 more.
You all right? What are you throwing away then?
Not every boot contains tipped treasure, but maybe Jay will have some luck with Abigail's junk.
That is a trampoline, isn't it? Or used to be. Is that right?
It is, it is.
So it's not bouncing anymore. Sorry, my name's Jay.
Hi, I'm Abigail.
All right.
Hello.
So you're getting rid of a trampoline. Have you got a new one?
No, this has just been in the garden for about a year.
Right.
Rusting away. So I thought, yeah, it's time for the tip.
How big is it?
It's pretty big. I don't know the dimensions, but it was
Okay.
big enough to fit my 2 kids like a year ago.
So the kids don't mind this going?
They don't know about it just yet, but they won't miss it, so...
So hold on a minute, they won't miss it. The kids
No.
don't know that the trampoline's
They
gone.
have no idea, no, but...
But it hasn't been used for a year,
it
is that
hasn't,
right?
exactly.
Okay.
And they've grown quite a bit since, had a few growth spurts.
Okay.
And it was big enough for them a year ago, but maybe not so much today.
So are all the bits here then?
Most of the pieces are in there, but like there's things like the screws are pretty rusted now because, like I said, it's been in the garden
Wow.
for a really long time.
Yeah, that is rusted, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely.
God blimey, that's proper rust, isn't it?
That's it.
But it's these that I'm after, really. This, and there's quite a lot of them here as well, isn't there? So do you mind if I take these?
Not at all. Go for it.
But I'll help you get rid of all the other stuff as well. That's all right with you?
Deal. No problem.
Cool.
Thank you.
Thank you, Abigail. Well, I'll have this, get all the big stuff out, and then, yeah, I'm coming up with the smaller stuff.
Super.
All right?
What does Abigail think Jay will get up to with her trampoline?
I've got no idea what he's going to do with it, but yeah, it was quite interesting for me just to, you know, have a day off of coming to the tip and sorting out the house, and boom, here we are.
So trampolines, most children grow out of them and don't want to use them anymore. So then they end up gathering rust in the garden. I think I know just the person to take this to that can get this bouncing back a profit.
So who is this crafty type Jay thinks can turn scrap metal into a moneymaker? It's Kev Paxton. Kev worked as an industrial blacksmith for over 20 years before giving it up to pursue his passion, forging reclaimed metal into works of art, inspired by the rugged beauty of the Scottish countryside and its wildlife.
It's all sort of feel-good art. We didn't want to have like this, what's that? You know, it's all about just Mother Nature and feeling good and smiling, basically. You want to do something that's really difficult, it gives you like more incentive to push harder and to do it. So yeah, I would say it's an obsession now.
Here's hoping Kev can bring his artistic flair to these pieces of scrap. Jay's mission for Trash Treasure continues. He's got goodies for his makers, but the hunt is on for a bit of junk that he can transform. Is there a piece of potential loot in Tony's boot?
Oh, wow. This looks all right. Where's all the fish gone?
I'm moving them for my daughter. She's just had a young lad, he's just 1, so
Right.
he's into everything and they're waiting to be thrown, so that's why I've been round and done my duty.
This is your bit. You've got to throw them away.
Yeah.
So this, I do like that.
Right.
This, you're not get. Where's the goldfish that was in it? Anyway, is it gone, yeah?
Into another one, I would imagine.
That's it. Well, that's quite smart, man. I do like that.
Yeah.
I've never done a goldfish boat before.
Right.
But these ones, these are glass, aren't they?
No, plastic.
Is that plastic?
Yeah,
Oh.
they're all plastic.
All right. So where they gone? They're in a
They're
different...
in another tank now.
In a bigger tank?
He's gone bigger.
He's gone bigger?
Yeah.
He's upgraded?
Bigger's better.
So they say. So you don't mind if I take these
Not
then,
at all,
no?
not at all.
You sure?
No. Yeah, positive.
Tony, you're a diamond. But I won't take that one, though.
No, okay then.
I'll have these 3.
Yeah,
but
you
not that
carry
one.
on.
All
No,
right?
yeah,
Thank you.
fine.
That's cool, isn't it?
Is Tony taken aback that Jay's snaffled up his fish tanks?
I'm very surprised he wants them. I haven't got a clue what he's going to do. Perhaps a lamp with the round one, but the others have no clue.
I've got 3 fish tanks, but the one that I'm warming to is this baby here. The shape is just nice, and it's quite fun. It's going to take some hard work to turn it into something, but I think it can be done.
It's been a successful day at the dump for Jay. Josh and Ollie will work their makeover magic on the sticks. Metalwork master Kev will be tackling the trampoline. And Jay will try and transform the fish tank into something saleable.
I'll call that a really successful day at the recycling centre. But now, the real hard work begins.
The sun is shining in West Sussex and we're in for a treat. We've been invited to bear witness to the latest creation by our favourite bearded boy wonders of carpentry, Josh and Ollie. Obviously they have something impressive to show off, and it's an honour to witness its unveiling. So, what do you got, boys? Ah, very funny, lads, very funny.
Onward, Steed.
They're all smiles now, but wait till they get a load of what Jay's got for them.
We've heard that it's kind of like some sort of raw material, a wooden raw material. So yeah, we're not quite sure what to expect, but I'm sure it will be good. Jay's bringing it in. I don't know, I really don't know.
Could go either way.
Yeah.
I know which way I'm hoping it goes.
There we are.
All right.
I know it might not look like much, but there is a lot in there, and yeah, the only people I thought of was you guys.
Well, cheers, Jay. I think you need to take it back to the tip, mate.
Really? They can't be that bad. I think they're quite cool.
This one's all rotten inside.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, right, that's one bad
soft.
one. That's one bad one. But there's loads here. Look, there's loads. All right, my plan was getting these drilled to the wall in some way and having, like, kitchen utensils hanging off of them.
Like a rack, kitchen utensil rack.
Yeah. Well, we can make loads of them, because look, we've got loads in there.
Yeah, I've got loads.
They're not too keen on Jay's idea, but do they have any of their own?
Nice and straight, this one.
Yeah, it's very straight.
Make some boards out of that.
Hey, they should form a double act.
I mean, some of these curly ones do quite lend themselves to hooks or something in some way.
Yeah. Like if there's a
Coat
wall
rack
there.
or something.
Yeah, coat rack. See, now you're on my wavelength. This is what I like to see.
OK, now the creative juices are beginning to flow.
Is there some way we can, like, use a mixture of these bits as, like, a tabletop?
OK.
And then finish it off with a bit of glass on top to obviously flatten it?
Yeah, no, I'm cool with that. But the budget, how much?
Well, as soon as it's a table, there's a fair bit of work
Yeah,
to go
it's
into it.
going to
Yeah.
be pricey. Well,
Okay.
I reckon it would be at least 450, 500, something like that.
OK, I can handle that. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to shake on that and say 450, 500 for a table.
We'll see how it goes.
And just come up with something.
Yeah, we'll come up with something.
See that? Have fun with them, yeah?
Yeah, we will. Cheers for that, Jay.
All right, no problem.
He certainly left us with a challenge this time. But it's just going to be a real challenge. I think we'll be able to do something with it.
Certainly interesting stuff to work with, but yeah, we've just got to work out how it can become something useful.
It's not really shouting furniture at the moment, though, is it?
The lads have up to £500 to make the table. Jay's got faith in their skills. Let's hope it's a wise investment. From sunny Sussex to the Scottish capital. Edinburgh is home to metalwork master Kev. And Jay has sent him the rusty trampoline.
Got lots of good materials here. Got quite a few good ideas in my head. We'll need to run them past Jay first, I suppose. Hello.
All right, Kev, how you doing? It's Jay. So did you get the trampoline?
I think that's what it was meant to be, yeah. It's seen maybe better days as a trampoline.
I think it's time to start bouncing ideas around.
So the idea that I had was basically to do some kind of like outdoor kind of thing.
Yeah. So about sort of a nice table. We could make it fit for outdoors, but then if someone wants it to be inside, they can have it inside.
An inside and outside table. Best of both worlds.
How much is that going to cost me?
What about 360?
That's the deal, sir. Because a table coming from you is going to be amazing.
think between us we've came up with a possibly good idea. So we're going to make a nice table. He wants it to be my style. So yeah, that's what we'll do.
Kev's style is inspired by the Scottish countryside and its wildlife, such as the national flower, the thistle, and Highland cows.
I found this lovely big piece of wood, piece of oak, really nice sort of rustic piece of oak, and I plan to do the table sort of rustic and very organic as well. So I think we'll use this whole piece of wood for Jay's table, so he's probably going to get a lot bigger table than he's imagining.
Don't be too sure. Jay's got a pretty big imagination, but an oak tree inspired table could be a match for it.
Start cutting this up.
I think we may be about to get some angle grinder action. Yep, there we go. Kev will use the metal poles of the trampoline not just to make the table legs, but also the oak leaves which will adorn the sides of the tabletop. And we're getting some welding action now, even better.
So there's an old saying that goes something along the lines of, from a little acorn, a mighty oak grows. It's quite appropriate, that saying, on this project, because from an old junk trampoline that was getting thrown out, we're going to hopefully convert it into a big, strong table.
Wouldn't it be great if alongside the mighty oak tree inspired table, Jay made a mighty profit from his £360 investment? Jay's dropped off the branches with Josh and Ollie, and Kev is working away on the trampoline. Now our intrepid super salvager is at his workshop in Wolverhampton, ready to begin transforming the goldfish bowl.
I've never worked on a fish tank before, and I've never done what I'm about to do. What I'm intending on doing to this is turning it into a terrarium. I know, it's a bit of a mouthful, but basically what it is an indoor garden. I just can't wait to get my green fingers going. So, first things first is cleaning. Roll up the sleeves and get all this mildew off of it, and then get planting.
Unusually, Jay's giving off a nervy vibe. He's a street-smart connoisseur of cool. If he's got green fingers, it would be from a splash of paint. So, you might say he's a fish out of water with this project.
So now I've got it cleaned with some water. I've got just a bathroom cleaner here, which is just a foam thing. Squirt it in there, and that gets all the grime off.
Aquariums can contain bacteria and germs that are harmful to we humans, so it's important to give it a right scrub down with a germ-killing cleaner.
So now that's squeaky clean. Now it's time for some gardening.
Ladies and gentlefolk of Great Britain, welcome to Jay's Gardening for Beginners.
So what I've got is the gravel. So that's going to go in at the base. Then I've got some compost. Put that in and then start planting. This is the first time I'm doing this, so bear with me.
It may be his first time, but don't fret. He's done his research and taken tips from the experts. First up, he's making a 1.5-inch thick layer of gravel to collect the water drainage. Next is a 2.5-inch thick layer of soil, deep enough for the plants to take root. Jay has chosen soil specifically designed for succulents, thick, fleshy plants such as cacti, which retain water for long periods of time.
So now, that's starting to look like a really good indoor garden. For my first attempt, I don't think I've done too badly.
To show off his succulents, Jay is building a display stand.
So I've been down to my local timber yard and I've got all of my material for my plinth. And it's going to look a bit like this. And you're going to have colour on the outside, a little bit colour running on the inside, and colour on the outside of there. And then as you look up to the top of it, you can see the indoor garden. Bosh, brilliant.
Well, it would appear Jay's got his swagger back. Now he's on the familiar territory of woodwork. To add the colour, Jay is using sheets of sticky back plastic which will give the plinth a glossy sheen. He's cutting it to size and ever so carefully applying it to his pre-cut timber.
This, you've got to make sure you've got it all smooth and there's no room for mistakes at all.
And my top tip to avoid mistakes? Well, don't make any.
It's going off course. You can see there it's going off course. So, as I've got to do it again, I have to cut another bit. This bit just has to be perfect. If I don't get it right, then I'm going to have to use another bit, use another bit, use another bit, until you have none left. So once I get it wrong, the whole bit is wrong.
Do we have a successful stick down this time, then? I guess not. So far, Jay has spent £37. Here's hoping his green fingers put a little green in his pocket, too. In West Sussex, our bearded boy wonders Josh and Ollie have been given more sticks than you can shake a stick at.
We said we would make a table. I'm going to get my sketchbook out and try and have a think about if that's going to work.
OK.
The lads' talent has come up trumps time and again when challenged with trash transformations. But this could be their biggest challenge yet.
I'm not really feeling this table idea.
Nah, me neither.
Could we do some kind of, like a big, like some sort of lighting, like a big chandelier?
Yeah, I like that idea.
Like a huge sort of woven basket.
Yeah, like a big
all of the
nest.
Twigs.
Yeah, hopefully Jay won't mind.
Oh, who cares about him? He's only the boss.
I think we both just feel that it's not really lending itself to become a table. But so I think we both quite like the idea of doing like a big sort of statement piece chandelier. Nice, I like it.
All right, cool.
Make some pretty crazy shadows.
So farewell, twisty stick table, and a great big hello to curly wood chandelier. Josh has some shopping to do for electrical components, while Ollie is in charge of sorting out the big sticks from the little sticks.
We're feeling confident now because we've come up with an idea that we really like. I've sorted out the twigs because it's probably going to be best to start with the bigger ones for the main structure.
With positivity high, Ollie can finally see what drew Jay to the pile of prunings.
Nature's just done something really unusual and it's so random you can't really reproduce that like with anything that's man-made. Looks like a little snake.
Well, looks more like a stick insect to me.
We've got our light components now. This is kind of, it's like a ceiling rose, but it's going to be inside our big chandelier. So I'm going to turn a little like wooden housing for it with a dome at the top. So then that will hopefully be the starting point for our like sphere shape.
To make the wooden housing, Josh is mounting a block of chestnut timber onto the lathe, which he'll craft into a dome. And, wise young man that he is, he's wearing the appropriate safety gear. Josh is using a set of turning chisels to carve the housing. He started with the gouger.
What I really love about turning is just the fact that you're like working quite closely with the wood, and you can see this shape kind of appearing in front of you quite quickly. It's a really satisfying process, especially when you get sort of nice shavings coming off and everything's sort of working sweetly. It's really nice.
Ollie is beginning to build the bird's nest-like structure from the sticks.
This is coming together a bit now. Got this first circle there. It's just a bit tricky. Ideally, I want to find the ones which kind of form that curve naturally. But these just want to go all over the place. But once I've got that basic globe kind of shape, then I can start filling it in with the smaller stuff.
Josh and Ollie are excited by their twisty chandelier, but with Jay expecting a table, let's hope it doesn't become a sticking point. In Edinburgh, Kev's transformation of the trampoline into an oak tree-inspired dining table is well underway. He's used part of the frame to make the tree trunk table legs and is now cutting up the rest of the frame to make the decorative flourishes.
Hopefully in a couple of hours' time these will be oak leaves.
The future of this trampoline is so bright, Kev's got to wear shades.
This once upon a day would have been a flat piece of metal, and so we've just got to reverse the process now.
Kev's got all the cool kit. He's using a plasma cutter to slice the tubes, which will allow him to unfurl the metal, giving him the raw material to make the leaves.
In my opinion, Mother Nature's the best artist there is. I love being out in the countryside, walking my dogs, borrow some ideas from Mother Nature and transform them into my ideas.
Kev has stacked the sliced tubes into a small furnace. This will heat them to around 1,350 degrees centigrade, known as the forging temperature, the point at which metal becomes soft but won't melt. This will allow Kev to change the metal's shape without cracking it.
It's looking quite good so far. They're opening up okay. Seems to be in quite good condition. There's no real any rust.
With the metal tube now flattened, it's back to the plasma cutter to create the leaf. Kev will detail this rough shape by hand. There's no fancy bits of kit for this, just years of training in the traditional craft of blacksmithing.
We like to keep the traditional blacksmithing real. Basically what a blacksmith's been doing for the last hundreds and hundreds of years. So a hammer, an anvil, blood, sweat, tears.
Here's hoping Jay will be crying tears of joy when he sees the finished table. While the crafty types tackle their upcycling adventures, Jay is almost ready to reveal his terrarium.
This is such a nice feeling. Putting the last screws into the lid means I'm finished. All I've got to do is just put my indoor garden on top, kick back and enjoy the view.
He's not the green-fingered type, our Jay, but he's not afraid to try his hand at something new. The indoor garden, as Jay calls it, may not be in full bloom yet, but sitting atop the bright, bold colours of the plinth, it certainly catches the eye. The primary colours contrast nicely with the soft natural tones of the succulents. The plants have taken root and are thriving. For a first-time gardener, Jay's done a great job, which I'm sure he'll not be shy in telling us himself.
Now, I've got to admit this one. This is lovely. I never anticipated being a gardener, but look what I've done. It's great, isn't it? Now, all I've got to do is sell this.
At the recycling centre, Jay really can turn up some surprises, just like Tony's trunk full of junk.
Where's the goldfish that was in it?
They're in another tank now.
In a bigger tank?
He's gone bigger.
He's gone bigger? Yeah, he's upgraded.
Bigger's better.
So they say.
Jay took on Tony's words of advice for this project. The terrarium was purchased by Kathy, owner of Head Over Heels, a soft play area in Wilmslow.
We love the item. It's original, it's fun, it's different, you know, it's one of a kind.
Now Jay is on his way to Tony's home in Altrincham with a pocket full of profit.
Hello, Jay.
How you doing?
All right, pal. Yeah,
Good
to see you again.
Likewise.
Yeah.
How you been?
I've been good.
That's
And you?
good. Not too bad.
Busy?
As a bumblebee in the summer. I have
As a
been busy. But do you remember the fish tank that you brought to the
I do,
recycling
yeah,
centre?
yeah.
So how long did you have it for?
It was my daughter's. who was throwing it out because they got a new one.
Right.
And because her son was messing with it, he was only 18 months old, so...
Well, you'll be pleased to know, or maybe not, I was the one that took this project on.
All right, very good.
And basically what I did with it is I turned it into a terrarium.
That's brilliant.
Which basically is an indoor garden.
Yeah.
But then I thought I'd make a feature of the stand.
Right, yeah.
So everybody can have a look at it. And what I've done is you've got different colours all the way around.
Yeah.
What do you think of that then?
For something that was going on the tip, and I think it looks good and the stand sets it off.
Yeah. This I enjoyed. I enjoyed the terrarium because that was all like gardening and I don't get out much, so that was quite nice to do.
No, that's excellent.
I'm also able to sell it. I was able to sell it, and I've got for you £28 for you, sir.
Excellent. Thank you very much. Well, that'll go to young Daniel.
Who's young Daniel?
My grandson.
Oh, okay.
It was his rubbish.
Oh, it was his rubbish.
Yeah,
right.
so he can go in his money box.
Oh, bless.
He's only 18 months, so...
That's a brilliant one. No, thank you.
Thank you.
It's been a pleasure.
Good to see you again.
Likewise.
I'll see you down there again sometime.
Of course you would. You take care.
OK.
Jay spent £37 on his indoor garden. He sold it for £65, turning a profit of £28 for Tony, who is doing what all good granddads do, treating his grandchild. With one upcycling success story in the bag, Jay is heading to Kev's workshop to see the oak tree inspired table. But Kev's got a confession.
I've been a bit naughty on this. I've overspent by quite a bit. I think he'll like what we've done, but I've blown his budget, so I hope he's in a good mood.
Kev has only one hope, that his trampoline into table transformation puts a spring in Jay's step and has him jumping for joy. Kev is inspired by Mother Nature. I think even she would be mighty impressed by this. The delicate iron acorns, twisting vines and leaves sit underneath the oak tabletop, with the tree bark left on the edges adding another nature-infused design touch. Kev has treated the timber and galvanised the steel so it can be used inside or out. The table is elegant and graceful, yet strong and sturdy, just like an oak tree. I'm impressed. Mother Nature is probably impressed. But what about Jay?
This must be mine. How are we doing, Kev?
How you doing, Jay? OK, mate?
I'm very good. I love it. I really do. Oh, man. Now that's more than I was anticipating and getting. I'm not even concentrating on the bottom. It's just that. Scottish oak, yeah?
Yeah.
Lovely. Nice. See, now that just leads me to the bottom. Now, this is the... God, blimey. What have you done? Oh, man.
Well, you see the
acorns?
Yeah, and see the wee bits?
Yeah.
That's the springs.
Oh.
So because we didn't know if it was going to be like on a decking or a patio or we're going to take it into a kitchen,
right,
we galvanised it
okay,
so it wouldn't rust. And the timber, it's been treated as well. It's been oiled. So that should be quite happy outside as well.
Cool. So I love the acorns, though. That is a perfect touch. Acorns, then you've got the oak on top. I am over the moon with this one. It's much more than I expected.
Jay is blown away by the skill and artistry of Kev's work. But will he blow his top at Kev's overspend?
I love it. I love it. But I've got to love the budget as well. What are we talking like? Because I left it, what was it, 350 I said on this, yeah?
I think he's said 360, but...
360?
Yeah,
oh, come on, knock off that tenner.
yeah.
No, all right. How much did we do?
Because of this beautiful piece of oak, I've had to go over a bit.
You've gone over? OK. Well, God, blimey, how much did you go over?
I'm about 115 over. It's about 475.
All right, 470, that's not too bad, because we've got Scottish oak, we've still got the trampoline, and we've got some acorns underneath there. And some pieces you have to go over. Now, this is exactly what you needed on here. I think you picked it right.
I'm confident with this one. A few clients have been into the smithy recently, and if I'd let them, I could have probably let them take it away there and then.
Wow. Kev, nice one.
Pleasure, mate. Take care.
Cheers for that.
It may be over budget, but Jay is still confident he can make a profit.
Jay did appreciate the effort I put in. You know, he was really getting involved with all the elements underneath. You know, there's quite a lot going on under this table, and he was really enthusiastic about all the effort that went into underneath, so that's a nice reaction to get.
The trampoline certainly looks very different from when Jay spotted it in the back of Abigail's boot. It had been left to rust and was about to hit the skip when it caught Jay's eye.
This has just been in the garden for about a year, rusting away, so I thought, yeah, it's time for the tip.
It escaped its fate and was born again in Kev's expert hands. Jay is heading to Abigail's home in Altrincham to show her what became of her kid's trampoline.
Hello.
Hi, how's it going?
How you doing?
Really nice to see you.
Likewise. So do you remember the trampoline frame that you brought down to the recycling centre?
Yeah, I do.
So how long did you have that?
Oh gosh, a couple of years, I think.
That was it?
At least, yeah.
So it was in the back garden here, was it?
Yeah, that's right.
And then the kids are not using it anymore, or?
No. Well, when we moved here, the garden just had like different dimensions, and it was just really too big, so we didn't put it up.
Okay.
So it's just in a corner, sort of like rusting away.
Well, you'll be pleased to know I took it to a guy called Kev up in Edinburgh, and he turned your old rusty trampoline into. Let me show you this.
Oh my gosh.
It is amazing, isn't it?
Oh, it's beautiful.
So basically,
wow.
What he's done, the bottom bit is your frame.
Yes.
So he's turned it into the actual legs, and you've got like acorns there, oak leaves.
That's gorgeous.
And then he's put a bit of Scottish oak on top, just to top it all off. But it doesn't look like a trampoline anymore.
No, it certainly doesn't. Who would have thought you'd turn a trampoline into a beautiful table like that?
I'm glad you think it's beautiful. So did someone else who bought it.
Oh, really?
And I'm pleased to tell you that I have for you £275 profit.
Seriously?
Yeah, for your old rusty trampoline.
Oh my gosh.
That's yours.
Thank you so much.
Is that all right?
Wow, that's amazing.
So what are you going to do with the money?
Oh my goodness. Well, we're actually moving again in a couple of months, so I may as well get them a new trampoline.
It would help. You need to get them a new trampoline.
I do, yes,
okay.
I do.
So you're moving again, and then you're going to get a new trampoline for the kids, so they'll be bouncing away.
They've been asking, so
that's good.
I will.
There you go.
Thank
Great cause.
you.
All right?
All right.
You take care now.
Take care. Bye.
Jay paid Kev £475 to transform the trampoline. He sold the table for £750 to a private buyer, giving Abigail £275 to buy a new trampoline for her kids. Lucky them. In West Sussex, Ollie and Josh are ready to unveil their twisty stick chandelier to Jay. He's expecting a table, but sometimes you just have to take what you're given.
I hope Jay is all right with what we've made.
I think he's going to be a bit surprised, isn't he? Cause,
I think he'll be surprised, but...
yeah, he's expecting a table and we've given him a chandelier. So he'll definitely be surprised. Whether it's good surprise or bad surprise, we'll find out.
Jay gave the boys a bag of sticks and free rein to do as they please. Let's see what they're giving him in return. Oh my giddy aunt and awestruck uncle. This is incredible. Nature created the irregular elegance of the sticks, but the boys have created the perfect showcase for their beauty with this incredible chandelier. Their interwoven stick design is held together by natural jute twine, and while it may look delicate, it's far from flimsy. The electrical fittings sit within a chestnut casing, and the lads have fitted bulbs that radiate a warm orange glow. And of course it has been pack tested and complies with all UK electrical safety standards. But no matter how good it is, what it's not is a table.
Oh, come on. Guys. I can't miss it, can I? Wow.
Digital loungers.
It's definitely not a table, but it's amazing. I know, I like it. Wow. Oh, God blimey, I can't get over it. I'm trying to see how you made it. I can see the string, I get it, and No, I've got to shake your hand again. No, well done, well done. I'm loving it, I'm loving it. This is proper amazing. It's really cool, but...
We did think about the table.
Yeah, that's what we said, a table. Where is it?
Yeah, we decided against it in the end. And I think we're quite happy with that decision.
Yeah, it wasn't really ever going to work as a table, so...
OK, I think this is better than a table, actually. And it shows the beauty of the material in the sense of, like, the table you would have had, like, plates on it or something, it would have always been hidden, but this, it's just like a showcase piece. It's like, wow. I can't get over it. So how did you do this, though? Really, how did you do this? Because obviously this is held together, isn't it? It's not glued together, is it?
No.
Is it tight?
It's all just bound together with string.
So it's strong, yeah? It's not going to come apart if I touch it? No?
No, it's pretty rigid.
Oh, wow, yeah, you're right. Oh, blimey. Now, that is very clever. Very clever. All right, the next question is, how do I change a light bulb?
You've got to get someone with real tiny arms.
Josh and Ollie have pulled it out the bag again, and this has to be one of their most imaginative creations yet. But what about their budget of £450 to £500, which was agreed for a table?
Budget, how do we do? Because I left you quite a big budget.
Well,
now it's not a table, it must be a lot cheaper. I'm talking about £20.
Yeah, you wish.
Oh, no.
I think this might be more work than a table, Jay.
Whoa, steady on that. Steady on. How much? How much?
No, I think if we called it 450, I think we'd be happy with that.
Seriously, 450 for a one-off lamp? Come on. I'm happy with that, man. That's brilliant. Cool.
Cheers, Jay.
See you later, yeah?
See you later, man.
Take care.
For Josh and Ollie, it's another tip transformation success.
It was good, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was good, yeah.
Jay seemed really happy with it.
Yeah.
And, yeah, we were much happier after we decided to make a chandelier instead of a table.
Yeah. Yeah, it was definitely the right decision, and, yeah, Jay's reaction kind of cemented that as well, so it's good.
Colin was about to sling his prunings in the skip when Jay stepped in to save them.
I am surprised he wanted it. What he's going to do with it, I haven't got a clue.
Jay's eye for a hidden gem spotted their potential, and Josh and Ollie's skills did the rest. The chandelier was sold to a luxury furnishing shop in Cheltenham, and owner Jonathan thinks it's just what his clients are after.
We've never seen anything like it before, so it'd be interesting to see who buys it. It's rustic, but not too rustic, definite statement. Yeah, I can see it sitting in loads of people's houses.
Unfortunately, Colin isn't available to meet with me again, but I have a fantastic 50 quid profit that I'll be sending on to him for his branches.
Jay paid Josh and Ollie £450 to transform the sticks. He sold the chandelier for £500, turning a profit of £50, which, rest assured, will be making its way to Colin. Jay saved 3 pieces of junk that were destined to be rotting in a landfill site. But now each and every one of them, with hard graft and creative flair, have been given a new lease of life.
It takes a truly talented maker to turn tip finds into one-of-a-kind items. But Kev, Josh and Ollie have pulled it out of the bag. They've turned my trash into hard cash.